Hi friends, welcome to another virtual craft program. Today we are making a bookish monster or a bookish pumpkin, whichever one you want it to be. So what you need to make this craft is an old paperback book. Definitely do not use a library book because we want it back in its correct shape. We need a little bit of black paper and a little bit of white paper. And then we need some Elmer's glue, some scissors, some googly eyes. These ones are sticker ones, but you can use ones that just need to be glued on as well. And then you need, if you want to make it a pumpkin, you need an orange marker or crayon. If you want to make a monster, you need a purple marker or crayon. All right, now that we have all of our supplies, let's start making our craft. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our book. This one is about, it's a 340 page book. That's pretty good if you want your little monster to be really full. This one was about 250 pages, which is why the back is a little sparse. So I would stick with something around 350 pages. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your cover and you're going to rip it off, which seems kind of weird, but this is what we're going to do. And I like to try to keep this little backing on the spine because sometimes if you take too much of this off, then the pages will start to fall. So now we have the cover off, so we can just throw that away. And then sometimes they have this page on there as well, and we're also going to take this one off. So we're just going to rip it off. We're going to hold on to the glue and just rip it off. All right? So now we just have the book. And then we're going to start our folding. And this takes the longest part. So we're going to take the first page and you want to fold it to meet the spine. And then you're just going to press down so it's nice and tight. And then you're going to flip it over. And then you're going to keep going. So this is page 2. Gonna fold it down. And then I'm going to flip it over. And for me, some people like to hold it this way and fold it that way. I like to hold it how the book actually goes, so then I can hold these pages over here while I'm folding this side. So let's keep going. Fold it down to the center and then turn the page. And we're going to keep going. And they don't have to be perfect. You do want to try to get it, the edge as close to this line, to the center, as you possibly can though. So just keep going. And when you're first starting out, it's really easy to do. However, once you get down here and there's so many pages to hold on to, it can get a little harder. So you might need someone to come and help you and maybe hold this side while you continue to fold on this side. Keep going. Alright, now that I have the first few pages done, I'm going to go finish this and we'll come back when all the pages are folded. Alright, so now we have all of our pages folded and it's very hard to hold on to. So what you want to do is let it go, and it's kind of, you're going to have to fold it a bit, kind of press it together to make it the shape you want. And you want to make sure that the spine is really curved, and that'll help give it its circular shape. Keep pulling. All right, so that's the shape I want it to be. So then we're going to set this to the side. And now we want to take our black piece of paper and our white piece of paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the mouth. So mine is more circular, kind of like you going boo, but you can do whatever you'd like for your mouth. It can be a smile, it can be a frown, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to draw another kind of boo face. So I'm going to cut into a rectangle, and then I'm going to curve it. Just going to make a long kind of oval shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so there's my mouth. And now I'm going to take the smaller piece of light paper and make some teeth. So I'm going to cut it into a skinnier strip. And then I'm just going to make some small little rectangles. All right, and then you can form the teeth however you'd like. You'll need your glue at this point. I'm just going to put a little glue on each piece and put the teeth however I want them to be. And you can decide however many teeth you want. I think I'm going to give mine 3 teeth. Alright, so that's my mouth created. Now while the glue is drying on this, I'm going to go back to my book. So now we want to color just the tips of the pages. And you can use a crayon, a marker, you can even use paint if you have some paint. For this one that I made, I used a crayon, so it's a lot lighter of a color. If you want it to be a little more vibrant, I would use a marker. So that's what I'm going to use now. And I'm going to go with purple. So what you do is you just take the tip and you kind of just run it over the edges of the paper. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to coat it really heavy. Just kind of do it lightly. This one's going to be purple because I'm going to turn it into a monster, I think. If you wanted it to be a pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern, you could use an orange marker or crayon. So you just want to do it to all the sides. If it seems like it's a little sparse, just kind of press it together, pinch it together, and that'll tighten it. Keep going until I got the whole thing done. All right, we're almost there. All right, so now I have it colored all the way around. So now we want to decide what we want to be the front of our monster. I suggest, so where the opening is, that you make this the back and this the front. So now, first I'm going to take my googly eyes. So I'm picking 2 of the bigger eyes. And so like I said, mine are sticky in the back, but you can use glue and it works just as well. Just make sure you're not doing a glue stick. That does not stick very well to these pages. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide where I want the eyes to be. And then I'm just going to stick them on. Press down, hold it for a few seconds. All right, there's one eye. And then I'm going to press this one down. All right, so there's my 2 eyes on my monster. So now we're going to take the mouth. And it should be dry. Yep, it's a little tacky still, but that's okay. So I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to try to spread it all over. And now this we're going to have to hold on to make sure it sticks, because all the pages do like to move a little bit. All right, so I'm going to spread it around evenly. We don't want it too lumpy, just like a light coating all over. Alright, so just like that. Now I'm going to turn my book over on its side. I'm going to place the mouth where I want it to be, and it's going to curve, so then I'm going to take my hand and cover it and kind of hold it on there for a few minutes. And to make sure it's dry, and you want to hold all over the mouth to make sure you get every piece. If your hand's not big enough, maybe ask a parent or a brother and sister to help you. And you should just hold it for like maybe 30 seconds or so. Alright, so now it looks like it's pretty stuck on there. I would definitely let it sit for a while before you do anything with it, before you play with it, or before you put it somewhere to decorate, before you give it to someone. Now from here, you can go any direction. You could add a little hat, you could add some arms and some legs, you can add some hair. From here you can do whatever you want with your Bookish monster or pumpkin. Alright, so now we have 2 finished Bookish monsters. I hope you enjoyed this quick craft, and make sure to let us know if you try this at home. Maybe send us a picture or something, alright? So thank you for coming to another virtual craft. We'll see you at the next one. Bye!